Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich Chile. Let us continue on from the last left off. So, we're about 2 months away so we can invade Bolivia. Like, I think it should be a relatively easy war to do. Because as soon as we invade Bolivia, our front line with Brazil is going to be like so much longer. Especially since we are going to be going to war with Brazil because they are in the Reichspakt. How many men do you guys have again? 10 to 20? Yeah, nowhere near enough to cover the entirety of our front line. Which is fantastic, which is what we want. So Brazil shouldn't be a difficult target for us to deal with. Over in the good old US of A, we're still trying to deal with the American Civil War. Like, the CSA should win in the long run. Like, they're already pushing their way through New York into New England. And hopefully soon they can actually start really pressuring the Entente a little bit more. And if we can actually get the American Union State to capitulate, that is not necessarily going to be game over for everybody else in the North America. But it'll be pretty close. But I do believe we go back to Spain. Yeah, CNT has no chance anymore. Hopefully the Kingdom of Spain just goes with the neutrality route. We'll see exactly what they intend on doing. And hopefully at some point also the Russians will just invade Germany, which will help us out a lot. What's our goal? Well, we're going to invade Brazil, take it over. At that point, we might prepare an invasion of the French Republic. It really depends on... I mean, there is also Middle Africa, who could pose a threat, because they did not go with Goring, so there's no way I think the country breaks up. So maybe we try to invade this guy and get them to capitulate. I'm just trying to think, like, what would be the best opportunity. It's either that or we move our way north and destroy the Canadians. But it's a little bit hard to say quite yet. Because the Reichspakt is looking pretty powerful. Sweden is... Sweden and Norway, or Sweden and Finland are definitely going to defeat the Norwegians. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, we're going to be in a somewhat difficult position, I would say. Like, our front line where we are... I have no doubts about our ability to hold the region. Like, we shouldn't lose Brazil like at all. It's really just the steps after that that kind of has a little bit more leeway, so to speak. I'm trying to think, like Colombia, Venezuela. I mean, West Indies Federation is going to be in I mean, they declared a confederation, but I don't believe that. I don't think the thing is, I just don't know if declared the confederation removes them from the Entente. If it does, that's fantastic. But again, I don't know 100%. Okay, so CNT has fallen. A sad day, but that is okay. As long as we can maybe defeat the Americans here, or I guess the American Union State, that would be important. You guys had really high defenses, unfortunately. If we can break through this, at least, like, separate New Orleans from the rest of, the country here. You know what? What if we try and move it a little bit further? Instead of being, like, right here, we go for, let's say, this province. That could work. Okay, Melbourne Uprising. Don't know what exactly that means for us. We're gonna keep fighting here. Like, if we can go to this province, knock this area out, it kind of accomplishes the same thing, I believe. So we will, we'll see. We have outdated equipment. Yeah, let's go for the better light tanks. We can modify our government again. We're all rural economy. We already got extended conscription. I mean, manpower is sort of an issue right now. We cap at 6.5, which we're already at. Well, we still haven't had the third chairman. When is the election? November of next year. That is still a ways off. Land doctrine research. You are cheaper tanks, which is nice. I'm really not 100% on what would actually be the best move. What is our tank production, by the way? Are you light tanks? Your generic tank. Okay, so breakthrough and max speed is increased. I think we're going to go for the medium tanks. The medium tanks are pretty good. 67 days as well. Yeah, because if I can get you guys to attack here. Because where are you going? You are going somewhere in one day. Okay, Serbia's capitulated. People are going to war. And none of that really affects us too much. And we're about a year off from, and we're just trying to figure out, like, the best place to hit here. So the militia's going to go there. We got one infantry division. It depends on if this militia is going to keep on moving or not. Because if it keeps going, that's good for us. Land doctrine, army experience. Some land forts don't matter anymore. Close air support models, maybe? We have cheaper training time, which we don't need anymore. We could just get cheaper aircraft. And you know what? For right now, that might be our best choice. Wait, no, that's not true at all. Let's just go for the close air support upgrade. Okay, when are you leaving? You're leaving in 4 days. You're coming over here. I wanted to dislodge this guy. Like, I wish I could just get one of you guys to just attack this province. Like, if these two guys attacked here, that would be nice. But again, there's no real way I can accomplish that. Bulgaria? Are you in a faction, Bulgaria? No, but you are at war with the Ottomans. So we'll see how that goes for you. I'm going to go with probably not great, seeing as the Ottomans have already won their war against the Cairo Pact. Honestly, like, what would be the best? I guess we just support this attack for now. Trying to think, like, what can we do to get more manpower? Of course, we can increase to service by requirement once we're at war. But it does have a lot of penalties, unfortunately. Like, I have... What actually is the size of my army right now? I know it's pretty big. It is 30 divisions. But I believe most of that actually do come from our puppet states here. Have you guys deploy up to here. When is this done? It'll be done in less than 1 month from now. That's pretty decent. How are you guys doing up in the north? It's a little bit hard to tell. Like, there's some troops landing around Washington. Guys constantly are landing here. But luckily, they're landing in places where they don't have access to support. They just kind of land and then immediately die, which is good for us. It unfortunately does distract the AI a little bit more than I would like. There's not too much I can do about that. Where's my cavalry division, by the way? They are here. So they should be ready to go for a quick run to the capital. And actually to some of these other major victory points as well. And only 17 factories is really not great. Yes, actually, let's build civilian factories here. You join the Reichspakt. That could lead to a massive war between Russia and the Germans, which is nice. It's what we want. By the way, France, you're not demanding Alsace-Lorraine quite yet. So we do still have some time until that war kicks off. It's going to take a while, huh? I mean, if the PSA also declared war to make a Union state, that would benefit us. And Mexico's having a bad time trying to defeat Central America. Maybe at some point they'll get it. Maybe. But it's a bit hard to say. Do we have air superiority? No, they just have very high defense. It's because they're in a marsh, right? Yeah, it's a negative 40% attack modifier, which is pretty bad. What if I force attack this guy? No, they're immediately sending reinforcements in. When are we going to be there, though? 6 days. Can I win this battle in 6 days? Got some support here. Again, I would like if all these guys could just attack with me, that'd be much better. Okay, we're at 91. When are you going to arrive? You're going to arrive in 2 days. Is there anything I can do to improve my attack, though? Yeah, because this guy's probably going to arrive sooner. But, I mean, 72 is not bad. Because you're a boost, right? Yeah, 25% breakthrough, a bunch of offense. I mean, it's pretty good. Argentina's just fighting against us. Or Chileans, like, they can threaten us, but as far as I know, they can't go to war with us because we're both in the International. I believe that's the case. I might be wrong on that. I mean, we're not going to let them be independent. And our war against Bolivia has finished. So anything we're doing in North America doesn't matter anymore. We're going to declare war on you. Call in my 2 satellite states. You have accepted the call to arms. So, blue just attack in. And we'll send our cavalry divisions all the way through. And then you go to La Paz. I don't believe these guys can call in anyone else in the International. Because again, I don't want anybody else to get involved. We can get war propaganda. You know what? For 50 political power, I think that seems okay. And what I want is to not lose a ton of manpower in this war for obvious reasons. I want to save that for the major conflicts to come. But if you can capture other cities along the way, I wouldn't say no to that. As France, are you justifying against Germany yet? Still no, so the war is definitely going to be over first. I'm just looking at CSA, I'm like, who is going to win this? I mean, the American Union State definitely is not going to win. It really depends on how much power the Entente can throw here. Again, hopefully our cavalry divisions don't take too much damage. Then I guess you guys are just going to march up to here. It really doesn't really matter too much. And is there anything we're actually missing? Light tanks slightly. We'll get a few more of you guys. We will get supplies from our puppet state. Thank you. Okay, how many men have you lost? 42? Okay, you know what? I think those are acceptable losses for this war. Then Bolivia is almost dead already. Actually, just taking Tarija might be enough. I mean, we'll definitely see. We'll take over both these cities sooner rather than later. I mean, you're worth 3, so I think this will be enough. Trinidad. Defeat the Bolivians. Peru matters, you know, far less. Yeah, they are dead. As soon as our volunteer forces get back home. And then what we're going to do is just release Bolivia. If I can take any territory from them, I will. Now, let's liberate Bolivia under friendly government. And then Blue Army will just be on this line, preparing to move their way through the country. Of course, not the entire line. You don't need to be all the way down here. Orange has already gotten that front covered. And Pink, you are going to go... let's just say, like, right in the middle. I'm going to control you guys a little bit more personally. And when is this going to be done? It's going to be done in 17 days. A little bit under 3 weeks. Or a little bit over 2 weeks. 2.5 weeks. Okay, we got Engineering Company 2 done. I mean, these guys are still 18 combat with. I would like to make them a little bit larger, but with our manpower issues, probably is not going to happen. Do we have anything from our subjects? Bolivia, you have a ton of tungsten I could use. Thank you very much. So our power is definitely growing in the region. I'm just thinking, like, as soon as we're at war with the Entente, not that the Canadians and the CSA, I think, are going to sign, like, a peace treaty. But the Canadian AI is going to be very distracted trying to manage so many fronts at the same time. Like, are you worth anybody else? No, just the CSA. And that is important to note. Yes, I know we don't have any things for the... we just have another boost. You know what? 232 days. Let's get Light Tank 3. I know we don't have a template for them, but just don't worry about that for now. And who are you? You're a part of... Oh, yeah, you're the volunteer. You know what? You go to Orange for now. That's planning speed, supply consumption. There's no way I think I can make my cavalry a little bit faster. No, you don't want to strategically redeploy? That's fine. I mean, I would have liked you to, but you don't want to. I don't think there's a way for me to force you to. Okay, you have declared the Confederation. Does that mean anything? You're still in the Entente, so I'm going to go with no. Maybe when war breaks out, you will stop being in the, let me just see. Grand Social Coalition, legalized trade unions. So no, maybe you just do not leave the Entente. A real shame. Unless maybe a revolution can still happen. I'm not too sure. Of course, we want it to happen. Yeah, we do not fear the Argentinians. And I have, like, all their troops. And again, I don't think there's anything they can do because we're both members of the Internationale. Never mind. They absolutely can. So, if that's the case, we've made some mistakes. Okay, we'll delete that then. Front line down here. Orange. You're now also part of this line. I'm going to call in all of my allies. I thought... I think somebody in the comments told me that they wouldn't do that. But, you know what? It is what it is. How many troops does Argentina even have? 7 to 13 divisions. Okay, well... Are you at war with the entire faction? You are. So that means all these guys here are at least on our side. But now I'm worried that the Internationale is going to send a bunch of troops down here in Argentina. Which might happen. I'm not too sure. United Front has formed. I mean, you're all on my side. Well, not an ideal way to start this. Especially since I guess we just won't join a second Weltkrieg until Argentina is dead. Wow. Okay, cavalry divisions, your job is to push your way into all of these major cities. Just go straight to Buenos Aires. And that's your job for now. All the Blue Army is going to march down towards the south and march as fast as you possibly can. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. So we need some more steel. I guess we'll get that from Burma for now. Yeah, just pull troops down south. I mean, we shouldn't lose any territory here, because that's not where the Argentinian army is going to be. In fact, we can probably get a pretty easy surround on them. Because they're all around this area. I mean, it's a shame we lost all these troops, because I'm pretty sure I basically cut my army down in half. I mean, I could have just let them go, but they're going to try to defy me. They get what they get. Simple as that. And they're going to be an actual puppet of ours. I think that gives us a little bit more control. Hopefully. I mean, the British are already pushing their way down here. I just don't want the Internationale to send so many troops down to here. And, you know, ignore the Reichspakt border. I mean, it's going to be a complicated... I mean, when does this war start? We have 1 month to defeat the Argentinians before the Second Weltkrieg begins. Will we be able to do it? I don't know. But we have to try. Yeah, because I'm assuming your attack, yes, hot garbage. Yeah, you go here. I mean, the war shouldn't take too long. I mean, there's some Argentinian troops down to the south. Because I don't think they spawned anybody in. And maybe there's an event where we can just piece them out. You know, not peacefully, obviously, but piece them out through event. I mean, I bet you if we were in war together, that event probably wouldn't have fired. I'm not too sure. Delete this plan. Just march away straight to Buenos Aires. You march away to here. But I do think this is going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thanks for everyone for watching. My name's been Ansem. If you enjoyed, give me a thumbs up. If you not enjoy, click a thumb down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.